Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid channel. I am Veena teacher teaching you math subject. What we have solved in our last session? Yes, we have solved exercise 2.2 4 questions. A, B, C, D, E 5 questions total. Okay. Some examples I have solved, some examples I asked you to solve by your own in your rub book. I hope you all are solved. Now we are doing those sums where you can commit the mistake that today we are going to see. So that mistake you should not do. 3 students were asked to write the decimal numbers 23.345 in words. Put a tick on the right answer. Can you point out the mistake in wrong answers? See, now we are going to see what they have written. The first child, the first students, what you have written? 23.345. Is it correct? Yes? No? It is not correct. Then give the cross. The next, 23.345. See, we have studied. After the decimal point, whatever the digits are there, we have to read each digit separately. So the second students have read or you have written correctly, that is 23.345. So this is correct. And the third one, third students, what you have written? 23.345. Where you have committed mistake? As we have written separately digit after the decimal point, before the decimals also we have written same 2 3. No, it is not correct. So before the decimal, left side whatever numbers are there, you have to write whatever the numbers like 23, 450, whatever. So 2 3 is wrong. Clear? Yes. So don't commit such mistakes. Very silly mistakes these are. Okay? Yes. Now we will move to the next. See, today we are going to study about the equivalent decimals. What is equivalent decimals? See, now we are going to study the following diagrams. Now, in the first diagram you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In each column, in each row, 10 boxes are there. In the same way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total in row and in column 10, 10 are there. Means total how many boxes are there? 100. Isn't it? So this square is divided into 100 equal parts. First square, and 10 parts are colored. You can see these 10 parts are colored, and in the second square you can see this square is divided into 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and only one part is colored. Now see, this is divided into 100 equal parts. Means 10 divided by 100, and the color part. So what is the colored part? 10 divided by 100. And here tell me 1 divided by 10. 10 divided by 100 means what? 0.10. And 1 divided by 10 means what? 0.1. Isn't it? Is it? Yes. So here in the first square, in the first diagram, you can see from this diagram we can see that color portions are equal. Can you see the color portions? See here, in the same way this part also colored. The portions are equal. Therefore we can say that this 0.10 is equals to 0.1. Means they are equal. They are equal means 0.10 and 0.1 are equivalent fraction. Are you getting? See, this square is divided into 100 equal parts and this square is divided into 10 equal parts. In the square, 10 parts are colored out of 100. So I have written, and in this square, 1 part is colored out of 10. So how I write in the decimal this 10 out of 100? 0.10, isn't it? And 1 out of 10, how we write? 0.1. Now just observe in this diagram, can you see this color part? The same part is colored in this diagram also. So whatever the portion have taken for the 10 boxes, 10 parts, the same portion have taken for the one box also. That's why 0.10 is equals to 0.10 is equals to 0.1 are equivalent decimals. Are you getting? Yes. Let me explain you with one more example. Now see, this is the example. 0.4, 0.40, 0.400. Now here 0.4 means what, students? 4 divided by 10. Now the second 0.40 means 40 divided by 100. And the third one 0.400 means 400 divided by 1000. What I am doing here? Yes, tell me. What I am doing here? Yes, students. See, we are converting decimal numbers into fraction. How we are converting? Whatever the after decimal number is there, we have to write how many digits, so add that many zeros. 0.40 means 40 we have to write as it is. How many digit after decimal is there? 2 digit. So add 2 0 along with 1. Here after 3 digit. So add 3 0 along with 1. Now here, see, this is 4 by 10. Now this, can you see this? See here, 0 is there, 0 is there. We can cross 2 0. Then what is remaining here? 4 by 10. Now in this also you see 400 divided by 1000. Here also I can cross 1 0, 1 0, another 0, another 0. So here what will remain again? 4 by 10. It means 4 by 10, 40 by 100 and 400 divided by 1000. They are equal. They are what? Equal. Because when we go for the next step, that we can cross the zeros, then what we get? 4 by 10 only, isn't it? So these three fractions are equal. Therefore, we can say that 0.4, 0.40 and 0.400. These three decimals are equal. Equal means what? What we are studying? Equivalent decimal. So these three are equivalent decimal. So what you can observe here, that see here 0.4. What I'll do? I'll write this decimal numbers one below. Exactly, I'll give the decimal point at the same place. Okay, 40, 0.400. See, decimals point I have taken one below another on the same place. Then I have written the numbers. Now just observe that 0.4, 0.40, 0.400. Digits are increasing but they are equally. Yes, we have, what we have done? we have proved that these three fractions are equal. These three decimal numbers are equivalent, isn't it? So here what I want to tell you that after the decimal point, whatever the number will be there, if the zeros are increasing, there is no value of those zeros. Means if we are increasing, so the number or the digit will not change. Are you getting? If zeros will increase after the decimal point, after any digit, whatever the digits they have given, after that if zeros will increase, the value will be same only. Here we have proved. See here 2 digit is there, 3 digit is there, 1 digit, but then too they are equivalent decimals. Why? Because after one digit, after the decimal one digit, zeros are added, isn't it? So keep in your mind, after the decimal point, whatever the numbers are there, if we are increasing the zero, the value will not change. They are equal only. Clear? I hope you all have understood about the equivalent decimals. Now we will see the next point. Now I'll explain textbook example. So we have seen with the diagram 0.10 and 0.1, they are equivalent decimal. Similarly 0.20 and 0.2, 0.40, 0.4, 0.70 and 0.7, they are equal. Can you observe here? See, after digit just 0 added. Okay? So after the decimal, after any digit, if 0 will add, so the value will not change. They are same. They are equivalent decimal. So you can check that 0.20 and 0.2 using equivalent fractions. See, 0.20 means what? 20 upon 100. 0.2 means what? 2 upon 10. So here what they have done, see, you know that 20 upon 100 means 20 divided by 10 and 100 divided by 10 means we get 2 by 10. Means if we divide with 10 table, I have done directly just. So what you have to do? Divided by 10. If you do, I have done divided by 10 only, but directly we have used shortcut method by crossing same equal zeros on numerator and denominator. So here also we get 2 upon 10. So therefore 0.20 and 0.2 are equivalent decimal. Similarly you can check that 0.200 is equals to 0.20 is equals to 0.2. What does this show? I have shown you with the example of 0.400, isn't it? So this shows that in the decimal number the zeros at the end has no value. If it is left out, the value of the number does not change. If we remove also any zero where after the decimal number at the end, what? After the decimal number at the end, if we add or if we remove, the value does not change. Clear till here? Yes? Yes. Now we will solve our exercise 2.3. Now see what is the 2.3, students? Write true or false, isn't it? Now we have to write true or false. First one I will take. What is the first one? 5.60030 is equals to 5.6. We have to see both the numbers are equivalent decimals or no. So what you have to do first, see, you can do directly also, but here I suggest you to write once again one below each number with the decimal point. Decimal point should come one below, then what is decimal before? 5, and what is decimal after? 6. Now see, you can see that before decimal and after decimal same numbers are there. As we have studied just now that whatever the decimal numbers are there, if the zeros at the end has no value, if we had here zeros, doesn't matter, the value will be same only, the value will not change at all. So these both are equivalent decimals, so we can say that true, they are true. Okay, clear? Yes. Now next I will solve third one for you. What is the third one? 0.001, 0.1. Now first what you have to do, write the first number as it is 0.001. First write the decimal point one below each other. What is decimal before? 0. What is decimal after? 1. Now see, is it same? Decimal before 00 is same, but decimal after here 0 is there, here 1 is there. They both are equal? No, not at all. We can add here 0, but before the decimal and after the decimal same number should be there. Then only we can say they are equivalent decimals. So you can say here this is false. Clear? Yes. Next one. Now I will take sixth one. What is the sixth one? 10.005 is equals to 10.0000 4 times and 10. Now see this. What I'll do first, I'll write first number as it is and the next. See, in the next number there is no decimal point. So means it is before the decimal. So I'll write before the decimal. See, here decimal point is not there only. So it comes before the decimal and you can give the decimal and you can add how many zeros you want. If you will not give, then also okay. So before the decimal, the numbers are same, means they are equivalent decimal. So you can say here this is true. Now last one more I will take, eighth one. What is the eighth one? 10.005 is equals to 1.5. Now first write the number 10.005. Now the next number before the first give the decimal point at the same place, and what is decimal before? 1. Decimal after? 5. See, is it same number? Yes. Is it same? See, before the decimal 10 is there and here 1 is there, and after the decimal 005 and here 5 is there. So this is not true. So you have to write here false. They are not equivalent decimals. Clear till here? Yes? Clear? Now we'll move to the next concept. Now we are going to see the expanded form of decimal. Now study the following place value chart of the decimal 456.79 and 35.456. Now see the place value chart. Yes, you have studied the place value chart of decimal numbers. What comes after the ones? First decimal point, then tens, hundreds, then thousands. Now we are going to see 456.76 and 35.456. Now here only you have to give the place value, ones, tens, hundred in the capital. This is the decimal point, and after the decimal point what will come? Tens with the small t, and the next hundreds, isn't it? Now we will see as it is they have placed in the place value chart. See 4 in the hundreds place, yes, correct. 5 in the tens place, 6 in the ones place, then the decimal point, then tens place is 7, hundreds place is 9, correct. Now what about this? See, before the decimal ones and tens, after the decimal tens, hundreds and thousands, isn't it? Now we will cross check. Come on, see, tens place 3, yes, tens place 3, ones place 5, correct, tens place 4, hundreds place 5, and thousands place 6. Clear? Yes? Are you getting? Yes. Now with this place value chart we are going to study about the expanded form. Already you have studied in term 1 the expanded form, isn't it? You know the expanded form, but today we are going to study about the decimal numbers expanded form. In the expanded form the above numbers are written as follow. See how? 456.79. See, this means ones, tens, hundred, this is tens and this is hundreds. 4 multiplied by 100. Why 100? The place value of 4 is 100. Plus, in the expanded form, we add addition symbol between all the numbers, isn't it? Now 5 tens means 5 multiplied by 10 plus 6 1, 6 in the ones place, plus now decimals. Now after the decimal number point, how you have to write? 7 multiplied by tens. Tens means 1 upon 10 plus 9 hundreds. 9 multiplied by 1 upon 100. Are you getting? So now we can multiply this. 4 multiplied by 100 is 400. 5 multiplied by 10 is 50. 6 multiplied by 1 is 6. Plus 7 multiplied by 1 upon 10 means 7 upon 10 plus 9 multiplied by 1 upon 100 means 9 upon 100. Clear? This is the expanded form of this number. Clear? You can write in this way also, or you can write in this way directly also. Okay? Now next. Now see this 35.456. I'll give the place value ones, tens. This is tens, hundreds and thousands. Now tens place, what is there? 3 multiplied by 10 means 3 tens. 5 multiplied by 5 means 5 ones. Now 4 multiplied by tens. And the next 5 multiplied by hundreds. And the next 6 multiplied by thousands. So 3 multiplied by 10 is 30. 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. 4 multiplied by 1 upon 10 means 4 upon 10. 5 multiplied by 1 upon 100 means 5 upon 100. 6 multiplied by 1 upon thousands means 6 upon thousands. Are you getting? This is the expanded form of this given number. Clear till here? Yes? Yes, very good. Now we will solve our exercise 2.4. What is the A question? Find the place value of the digit in blue. Place value we have to find out, isn't it? So the first, so what we will do? Instead of blue, we will underline the digit, isn't it? Now see, first to find out the place value, what you have to do, students? Tell me. Yes. First you need to write place value of this all number. See, before the decimal ones and tens, and after the decimal this is what? Tens. So how you can write the answer? 9 tenths in this way. Clear? Yes. Now next, fourth one I will take. What is the fourth one? 7.08. Now see, in this they have given underline to 8. Now see, after the decimal point, tens and hundreds. So what you can write here? 8 hundreds. Isn't it? In this way you have to write. Now next. Now I will solve seventh one for you. What is the seventh one? 4.073, and they had given 7 in blue digit. Okay. So where is the 7? After the decimal, start from tens, hundreds and thousands. So 7 is on hundreds place. So write here 7 hundreds. Okay. Now next. Now 10th one I will solve. What is the 10th one? 1.365. Now after the and they had given blue, in blue 5. So I have underlined here tens, hundreds and thousands. So where is the 5? In thousands place. So write here thousands. Clear? Now last one more I will take, 12th one. 5.696, and the underline is 6. Now where is 6? After the decimal, immediately tens, hundred and thousand. So where is the 6? On tenths place. So write 6 tenths. Understood? Yes, clear? Now remaining second, third, fifth, 8, 9 and 11. These are very simple. Same like this only. You are going to solve by your own. Okay? Now it's time to wind up our today's episode. Now B question expanded form is there. You try to solve by your own in your rub book. In next episode I am going to solve those questions. So that time you can cross check your answers along with me. Okay? Now today's home assignment is solve exercise 2.3 and 2.4 in your rub book. Till that time, bye bye, take care and thank you.